Okay, now that we have talked about all of our worst films of the decade, we have gotten to the ranking.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Where we take all the movies we named and put them in a top 10 form.
Yep. This is what you've all been waiting for, or what at least what we've been waiting for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jake, I'm gonna let you start this off. Drum roll.
Alrighty.
What is your number 10 worst film of the decade?
Number 10, Spy Kids 4D. This film, I honestly would say, is the lesser of all 10 evils.
That's good.
Yep.
My number 10 is...
Want to pick
Green
that list
Lantern.
up?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show him that big list.
Yeah. It's a little bit bigger than his, as you can tell. Yeah, so my number 10 is Green Lantern. Probably a film I'll never watch all the way through again because I just don't want to do that to myself. What is your number 9?
My number 9, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
The remake.
Yep. Just sheer lameness.
Just sheer lameness. Very much like the Gus Van Sant remake of Psycho. It's like, why?
I guess so.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but
I
I'm
haven't seen it
assuming
either.
that's probably what it felt like. My number 9 is a film I definitely will never watch again because I'll probably be in pain if I ever do it again, and that is The Last Airbender. I can't ever watch this movie again.
Yeah.
I'll just watch the show. Just watch the show and the follow-up show. So much better.
Ironic. Our number 10 picks were 2011, and our number 9 picks were 2010.
That is
Find that ironic?
Yes, yeah, the irony is not lost on me. What is your number 8?
Number 8, and this movie's a jumbled mess, The Snowman.
Yeah, it is. It could have been so much better. The trailers were so promising, and I remember my excitement for this movie, and then I just left the theater being like, didn't really know what to say. My number 8, surprisingly, I can't believe it's this low, is Serenity, which was just this year. It's not nearly as bad as a lot of films on this list, but it could have been so much better, and I just think they shot further than they were able to, I guess is the saying they were going. Like they swung for the fences and completely missed.
Yep.
So, what is your number 7?
Number 7, you might not like it, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice.
I probably don't like it. I don't feel one way or another about this film, at least when it comes to how you feel about it. It's just like, I thought it would be a little higher up, actually.
Really?
So I'm kind of glad that it's like somewhere a little below the middle.
Yeah, but sadly there's 6 more worse.
Yes, there is. That being said, my number 7, I thought this movie would be higher, but that is the absolutely insufferable movie 43. I can watch this movie again on a guilty pleasure level and on a so bad it's good, kind of like Tommy Wiseau's The Room. But this movie, there is pretty much no redeeming qualities about it, and that is the only way I will ever watch it again.
Wow.
What say you?
Strong words.
Yeah. Well, you watch the movie and then you'll understand. What say you on your worst, your number 6
Yep.
worst film of the decade?
Coming in at number 6, a die of boredom film, Paranormal Activity 4.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
really boring. I mean, like, nothing even really happens.
And it wasn't even that long, too.
Yeah, it's a short film, but you feel like you're watching it for like 3 hours. It's like, are we done yet?
Yeah.
Can you just put a fork in me? Put me out of my misery. Well, my number 6 is also a horror film. A film I think is worse than Paranormal Activity 4, which is saying a lot. And that is The Bye-Bye Man. Oh my god. It's just a travesty of a film. And I can confirm right now, I will never watch The Bye-Bye Man again.
Wow.
In any capacity. I don't think I could sit through it.
Wow.
What is your number 5, middle of the list, worst of the decade?
These top 5 are awful. But
that's the point.
Coming in at number 5, The Predator.
I don't think I'll ever watch it.
I mean, this had a lot to live up to, even if it wasn't better than the original, but
yeah.
they just destroyed it.
Well, I don't think there's ever been any really good Predator follow-ups.
No.
There's the original, and then all the sequels have pretty much been crap.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably never watch it. The only thing I wanted to watch it for was that Shane Black was the director, and he has very funny movies.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you told me the humor didn't even hit either.
Nope. Not Olivia Munn.
Oh, I would have watched it for her too, because I think she's a decent enough actress, and she's perfectly nice to look at.
Yeah.
So there's that. My number 5, another Paranormal Activity, and this is the 5th movie, or the spin-off as they liked to advertise it when it first came out, The Marked Ones. This movie was just so incredibly poorly put together, and they tried for something different with this franchise, and it didn't work, and it makes sense why they went back to the formula for the Ghost Dimension. I just don't... The only thing I can think that this movie actually has that the others don't is that it's got witches being hit in the face by shotguns. So there's that. Yep. But that's about it. Yeah, what is your number 4th worst film of the decade?
Number 4, the worst movie based on a game I've seen, Ouija.
Yeah.
Ugh. My goodness.
Yeah, it's really bad. Oh my god. Don't even... You know what? Like, watch Ouija Origin of Evil, which is the prequel. Technically, you're supposed to watch in that order. Watch that, and then just don't watch the first one. Watch them out of order, and then just don't even watch the first one, because you won't miss much at all. Oh, boy. My number 4 is the 4th attempt, or technically the 3rd attempt, if you don't count that really, really terrible direct-to-DVD movie in, like, the 90s. This is Fantastic Four, or as I like to call it, Fant-Four-Stick. And I will always call it that because the advertising made me call it that, because that's how it showed up in the trailer. This movie was garbage, had a promising setup, and then that 1 year later title card comes up and it's like, oh god, what have we done?
Would you say it's the worst superhero movie you've seen?
I say it's up there. I'm not sure if it's the worst. There's a lot of really bad ones, but it is certainly in the running for worst. Yeah.
True.
That's all I have to say about Fant-Four-Stick.
Alrighty. Now we're on to the top 3.
Oh sweet
God.
Lord. Okay. Alright, hit me. What's your number 3 worst film of the decade?
You know, number 3, I can understand why people like it, Sharknado.
Yeah, wow, I'm surprised it's that high. I mean, like, for a film that knew it was what it was going to be, and it didn't try to be anything more than that, I just thought it would be lower.
Well, sadly, that was the goal, to just make a bad movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, it spawned, what? It spawned 5 other films, so you could argue that there is an audience for it.
Yep.
Anyway. Oh, my 3rd worst film of the decade is a film that I definitely don't see myself watching ever again, except highly intoxicated, or heavily intoxicated. And that's my boy. A little redundancy there. Yeah, no, this is just a unfunny, laugh-free slog of a movie, and it tries so hard to, like, be funny, and it just fails miserably at it. And Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler are, like, just drowning in the material of the movie, because they are good actors when they're given good material. But yikes, this was not good material. Top 2.
Top 2.
What's your number 2 worst film of the 2010s?
Okay, I'm just going to need to relax a little bit. These 2 films I hate with a passion.
Yeah. You hate with a burning desire?
Okay. My runner-up for the worst film of the decade is somehow 50 Shades of Grey.
It's not the worst film of the decade.
Nope. I don't know how.
Wow. Color me surprised.
I know.
I had a feeling it was going to be number 1 when you said it wasn't. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Are you one with the universe now? Are you Zen
Yep.
again? Okay. Now that you're Zen again, number
What's
2,
your runner-up?
The Fifth Wave. This isn't even like interesting. There's nothing going for this movie. I'll never watch it again. It came out long after the whole post-apocalyptic YA dystopian genre had basically run its course. I don't know why this movie exists. It never got a follow-up. It's based on a book series. Maybe go read the book series because I'm assuming it's better than this movie because this movie was just a snooze fest. It was so terrible I wanted to stop it multiple times. And I paused it a couple times to question my sanity and my decision in finishing it. And I was like, you know what? No. Cinephiles have to finish movies. Even if they are god-awful, you still got to finish it. Because that is the worst crime you can commit when you get through half a movie and then you say, I'm done, and you don't watch the rest.
Yep.
Enough said.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. My
now
God.
we get to our winners.
What is your winner for number one worst
Alrighty.
film of the decade?
The winner is Midsummer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You know how I feel about the movie, and you know I disagree with that
Yep.
heavily. But I respect your opinion. You'll get
You
hate
know how
for
I
it.
feel about Swedish porn now.
Well, I mean, I didn't know how you felt about it prior, but great.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just, okay, all right, that is your, it shocks me, but I also understand it as well, so I can, to both sides of the coin.
Alright, I'm relieved now. Your winner.
This is by far a worse film than Midsommar in every sense of the word. I don't know why people came together to throw money at this project. My number one worst film of the 2010s is Future World. I can't believe that I actually sat through this movie. It's not long, but it certainly feels like it, and I'm glad I watched it for free, because if I had paid even a friggin' penny for this movie, I would have wanted that penny back. I totally would have wanted the penny back. I don't know why this movie exists for any reason besides the fact that it needed to give James Franco and these other actors some work in their downtime, because this is just, it's a poor man's Mad Max. Go see Fury Road instead, or go watch Fury Road, and it serves no real purpose. I don't know why it's even in existence. Anyways, Future World, number one worst film of the decade. Never thought a movie could be this bad, this boring, and this incredibly, just mind-numbingly bad. And yours, of course, Midsommar, which came out this year. So it took almost an entire decade for your number one to come out.
Really?
Yeah.
Almost an entire decade?
Almost an entire decade. Well, if you think about it, 2010 to 2019, the fact that that's your number one, meaning if it hadn't come out, it wouldn't have been your number one.
No.
No. Probably 50 Shades would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's enough said. I'm sure we've talked long enough about our worst movies. I hope you guys enjoyed. We will be back very soon to talk about our favorite/best movies of the decade. That's going to be a lot more formal and fun and
very professional, filled with love and enthusiasm.
Probably.
Name it.
We'll see. It'll be a lot more tight and formal than this was.
Yep.
But it's always fun to rip movies a new one, and that's what we have just done. So I hope you enjoyed. We will see you in our best movies of the decade.
Yeah.
See ya.
See y'all.